To the parents, students, faculty, and staff, thank you for providing me with the opportunity to speak on this momentous occasion in our lives. I am truly honored. Will all of the elementary, middle school, and high school teachers in the room please stand? I think it is only appropriate that the School of Education graduates applaud those for your service that you have done for others. Thank you for your hard work for future generations. As students from Loyola University Chicago's School of Education, we have all developed an awareness of social justice, especially how we can promote and embody it within our own classrooms. The philosophy of this university has shaped and helped us find our purposes, to be educators that promote equity, empathy, and enthusiasm for our students and the world that surrounds them. With this foundation that guided us towards the philosophies of social justice, we will be able to empower all students to seek better lives for themselves. We will not be just giving the man a fish, but teaching the man to fish. We all have our stories from our student teaching. Trust me, we have our stories. I had the amazing opportunity of working with students from 20 different countries from all over the world, which of course meant a vast range of diversity, walking on cultural eggshells and different traditions, not to mention the academic diversity in the classroom. Watching the students come together from all these different nations made all the differentiated instruction worth it. A global microcosm existed in my own classroom. Watching my students teach each other English and their own native languages filled me with pride and awe. They had remarkable stories. I had students that previously found sanction in refugee camps. One student in particular, I remember, told me that he crossed the Sudan desert as a 12-year-old by himself. These students desire an education. How they came to my classroom ready to learn inspires me as a teacher, to give my ultimate best to my students. They strolled into my classroom, books open, ready to absorb every detail. However, it wasn't just me teaching, but I learned about life from them too. I learned through their examples of determination, strength, dedication, and motivation. During this time, I genuinely grasped that schooling is not just about the test scores, accurately assessing the academic growth of the student, but it is also about the growth of the whole student. A student walked into my classroom halfway into the semester, and we learned that he had just immigrated from Chad just weeks ago and had not had formal schooling since 2nd grade. Considering that most of my students are in 9th grade or above, I was shocked. We began working on vocabulary and having him write the words until we realized that he had not learned how to write in English, French, or Arabic. So we just sat him down with paper and pencil, practicing the letters until he could write the sentence, "My name is Gamba." For the first time, he had a sense of agency, a sense of self, an identity. He could write his name. There is nothing like witnessing the progress and growth that is happening in our schools firsthand. How the students' eyes light up when a concept clicks or the smile stretches across their faces when they have received a high grade. During my student teaching experience, I had the opportunity of experiencing my students receive admittance letters from local colleges and universities. At times, I was barely able to hold back the tears of pride and joy from my students. These students broke the cycle of poverty and are making strides towards a better life for themselves and their families. This is why we became teachers. All of the tears, sleepless nights, panicked hours to get grades in on time, running around the school to make copies before our first period classes, and 80-hour work weeks are all paying off. To see the smiles and pride on the faces of the students that achieve and succeed. But of course, none of this is new to us. This is why we became teachers. To change the world one student at a time. To make a difference in our students' lives. To guide. To give back. To shape. To mold. To imagine what this world could be and make that imagination come live for future generations. Thank you to the friends that I have made, the staff that have shaped us, and the faculty that have influenced us to be the best educators possible. But a special thank you to the parents that have sacrificed so much for our education. But now it is time for us to move on in the world. We have been provided the tools to go out and set the world on fire. Now it is our time to go and do it. Congratulations to the School of Education Class of 2014.